My name is Eric Hendrix. I was formerly the school resource officer at the Tolleson High School. I'm here today to share concerns that weigh heavily on my heart. As an SRO, I have dedicated, the last 2.5 years to the safety and well-being of our students at the Tolleson High School. However, in the past recent months, I have faced a series of challenges that have made it increasingly difficult for me to fulfill my responsibilities effectively. Specifically, I've experienced working in a hostile work environment and continuous harassment from the school district and the superintendent pressuring me to leave the Tolleson High School. And that individual's name is Mr. Jeremy Calles. The Tolleson environment was so hostile that I considered leaving the school many times. However, my dedication to the students, I couldn't let it go. The hostility began in September when I made an arrest on a student that was engaging in a domestic violence situation with his girlfriend. This student, in the midst of the arrest, fought with myself and 4 other officers. Some of these officers that are here today. Mr. Calles did not agree with the way the arrest was made. He continuously asked through the principal if I can drop the charges. I told him I couldn't because I was the victim and I wouldn't have done so anyway. I learned that he emailed our city management and persistently, kept telling them that he wanted me out of the school. He included emailing our chief as well. He continuously told our principal, Felipe Mandaraga, that I displayed police brutality. In a district meeting, he would tell them that he wanted me gone continuously. And luckily they trusted enough to tell me. My arrest tactics, again, were justified from my police department. The school does have AI cameras, so I know he can single out by typing in a database specific descriptions to be able to follow them on camera everywhere they go. It made me also uncomfortable to wonder how many times has this man decided to watch me on camera or to follow my actions on what I was doing. At that moment in time, I felt the immense pressure from the school district that they wanted me gone. I drafted a memorandum essentially saying that I wanted to come out from the high school. I wanted to leave. I did that under pressure. I didn't do that because I wanted to go. I did that because I felt they wouldn't stop messing with me. They wouldn't stop bothering me. In late January, Mr. Prado asked me, "Hey, Eric, when's going to be your last day?" I told him I didn't know because we didn't have a replacement yet. He told me to keep him informed because Mr. Calles has been asking for answers from the district grants coordinator. When is he leaving? On February 4th, I came into the school district, into the school, and I learned that there was a third-party lawyer or attorney that's been talking to staff. Again, staff trusted me enough to tell me that this lawyer or this attorney has been asking questions about me and my character and to basically if what they saw was justified in my arrest that I made in September. On February 6th, while at the high school, I responded to a disorderly student on campus. When I arrived, I saw Mr. Felipe Mandaraga, Dr. Perkins, and another teacher, Mr. Southern. They were holding a backpack away from a student. The student was very aggressive. He had his fist clenched, and he was cussing at them. "Give me my fucking backpack. Give me my fucking backpack." He even said, "I'll fuck you guys up. I'm gonna fuck you guys up." I responded out there and I stood and watched. I turned on my body-worn camera to record the entire incident. I asked Mr. Mandaraga, "Let me know when you need me to stop this," as he was pushing Mr. Mandaraga directly in front of me. I said, "Let me know when you want me to stop this." He said, "Go ahead, take him now." While I was there, I told this young man to stop. I grabbed his arms. I told him to stop. He didn't seem too fond of complying with me. We went to the ground. I took him to the ground, as that's the easiest way to effect an arrest for an uncompliant subject. Mr. Mandaraga later briefed Mr. Calles on the incident. And the first thing his the first answer that comes out of his mouth is, why the fuck is Hendrix still on my campus? I left for the day after booking that young gentleman into juvenile. On February 7th, on the way into work, I received a phone call from Mr. Mandaraga on the way to school. This is around 10 a.m. He advised me that Jeremy Calles was reporting to him to order me to not show up to work today, that I am no longer allowed on the campus, and that I'm no longer the SRO at the high school. He also told me that Mr. Calles was going to seek to terminate my contract as an SRO for the high school. I packed up my stuff and left. Later that day, around 1:30, I met with Officer Rivas outside of the high school. While I was outside, I saw, again, Chief Operations Officer Derek Tolleson outside. He stopped to talk to me and Rivas, and he said to us that he had nothing to do with my removal. He told me it was him and her. I asked him, who is her? He said, this was Lisa's son and Jeremy Calles. They made the decision to remove you together. I told him he should have defended me. He said he did, but he was just doing as what he was told. Resulting in this, I'm extremely embarrassed and hurt that I had to leave the place that I loved without telling my side of the story. I was not given a proper due process, and I was wrongfully removed from the high school. It is even more embarrassing and painful that the staff and students may think that I quit on them. That's not my character. I am very grateful that I have received plenty of messages from school staff and administrators telling me that they miss me and they feel bad about what happened to me. I am grateful that I was able to earn their trust. This has had a major impact on my life. As I learned just this weekend, I haven't slept all weekend. It's also affected me at home. I haven't been an engaging father or spouse, and it's taken a huge toll on my mental health. With the wrongdoing of the school district and Mr. Calles, I hope to gain some peace in the future. And I'm doing this for everybody, for all officers, for any officer that may come to the school in the future, that they're treated and welcomed as guests on the campus, and that they're supported. I'm not going to be quiet. I'm going to say what I have to say. That's it.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Hendrix.